Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? It's your boy K Dot, the first Black Super Saiyan to arrive on this planet. I'm back here with another stream. This one's gonna be super duper quick because I gotta go to work shortly after this. Stargirl season 3 finale review will be coming tomorrow because the season's ending tonight. We got some big news, which was kind of obvious, and there was rumors of this anyways, especially about Jason Momoa kind of being done with Aquaman after the second movie, anyways. But uh, no one knows officially the plan of James Gunn and Peter Safran when it comes to this new universe that they are crafting in for the DCU. And right now, we have some news that Warner Brothers Discovery will not be moving forward with Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman 3. So let's go ahead and get this out the way and knock this out. And then we'll get to the Jason Momoa news after this, but let's go ahead and knock this out the way. Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman 3 not moving forward as DC Movies hit Turning Point exclusive. New DC Studios heads James Gunn and Peter Safran are in the final stages of prepping their multi-year plan ahead of next week's pivotal presentation to Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav. Call it DC Rebirth or DC's Genesis. Maybe call it Identity Crisis or Flashpoint. These titles of past DC comic events series aptly describe the state of Warner Brothers DC movies, which are on the cusp of a new era, but not before a potentially messy transition period. A cleaning of the slate is common when a new executive team is put in place to run a studio or division, but there's likely little precedent for the amount of Clorox James Gunn and Peter Safran could spray as they prepare to launch DC Studios and guide superhero movies for the next half decade and beyond. So at the moment, James Gunn and Peter Safran next week at some point is going to be presenting a plan to David Zaslav. I doubt this is going to be released publicly to us. You know, they're not going to do an MCU and release a slate. They're going to reveal the plan to Zaslav. Zazlav's going to go over it, see if he likes it, and tell him, hey, I like this. Go ahead and do what you need to do. You guys run it, report back to me, but run it. I trust your plan. Let's show me the results. Let's get into it. That's basically how it's going to go down. What's up, Tony and Hunter? I'm going to get you guys comments in a second. The duo in recent days flew back to Los Angeles from the snowy city of Aspen, Colorado, where they were huddled in deep planning and now like holy figures coming down from the mountaintop, have sets of commandments or a DC Bible in hand, or at least a working blueprint. Gunn and Safran are expected to meet next week with David Zaslav, the Warner Brothers Discovery CEO, who is radically reshaping the media company and who hired the duo in October to lead a newly launched film and TV division. The pair will unveil to Zaslav a plan that is expected to lay out their vision, although much of their plan, which insiders paint as still a work in progress and one that what's up, Arkham?
Hey, very good.
Article right now for Wonder Woman 3 not happening. So far, I'm at the third paragraph. Sure. Basically, they're still talking about how Gunn and Safran are going to present a plan to Zaslav next week.
If I have to be honest, I was excited but also worried with Wonder Woman 3 because of the second movie, and I'm not sure if I have a lot of people are probably gonna be honest. I don't think a lot of people trust Patty Jenkins, and I think the movie, like, I think it's not the same thing with Batgirl, but I don't think it was probably gonna be. I'm not saying it wasn't gonna be good, but like, I think they just want to start over, to be honest.
Yeah, it's no guarantee if Gal Gadot's going to even be here after this movie. Like I said, when they announced this, they're officially going to soft or hard to reboot Wonder Woman in a way. She's definitely going to be getting played by a new actor soon.
Like, I love those actors. Like, I love the actors. Like, I like certain portrayals. They're fine, but like, end of the day, like, I'm going to trust what James Gunn is going to do because I think this is for the better, to be honest, because the continuity is not very good. I'm not saying the actors aren't good, but and also they talk about in the article that they want to separate from the Snyderverse also.
Yeah, and honestly, yeah, you do what you got to do. You really, this is my thing. I can care less if they recast Jason Momoa. I can care less if they recast Ezra Miller. I can care less if they recast Superman. I can care less if they recast Batman. The only cast of people, if they do get recasted or if they get soft rebooted, I'm not sure, but I feel bad for it, is just the Shazam cast. That's the only cast I would feel bad for in this reboot that they do if they get, you know,
Yeah,
booted or not. They're the only ones
if it's gonna be rebooted, everything's gonna go. Not everything, but the
well,
actors.
and that's why I say I think at most is going to if Momoa is leaving, that's a sign. Henry came back. Now, if Henry came back just to film one stupid cameo,
Bruh.
then because look, I'm putting a little bit of faith in that cameo. I mean, because mind you, Rock had to probably go through David Zaslav to get Henry Cavill just to come back in
It
because
better not just be a
Walter was
cameo.
still there, and we know they was not going to allow it because remember
And
prior to that it was they wanted to do a headless cameo, to have a headless Superman, and Rock brought back Cavill. We know he had to go through at least Zaslav or go above to Zaslav to say, hey, let's approve this. And Zaslav said he likes Henry Cavill and he wants Superman. So this is one thing we know for sure. And James Gunn and Peter Safran plan, regardless, they have to prioritize Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. They have to, because he
and
wants to, because Zaslav wants to prioritize them.
I also think the one concerning thing is
Yeah, I was
if
saying,
if this is true, because this is just coming from Hollywood Reporter. It's not coming from James Gunn. I know James Gunn interacts on social media and confirms everything until we
yeah,
hear about.
James Gunn could come out tomorrow and say, hey, this article is false, and then
Yeah, then we can all say I'll take the L for that. I'll say yeah, I was wrong. But the one concerning thing is where's Henry gonna go? Because he was gonna do he left uh
yeah, he left Witcher to
the
come back to
Witcher
Superman.
for Superman. And if this is true, I kind of feel bad.
I mean, but then again, I'll say this. Zaslav did say it. I'm not sure you remember it, but it wasn't Zaslav, but someone under Zaslav said they want to get a Henry Cavill Superman movie off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't remember who said it, but it was someone from the new Discovery, from the Discovery team that came into Warner Brothers. That's with Zaslav. So, look,
I don't know what
I'm not
changed.
calling the cameo full bullshit, but I have a strong feeling that Cavill will play a new part in his DCU as Superman. Because Zaslav said he likes Henry Cavill and he wants Superman prioritized. He wants it. And even if Gunn and Peter, let's say Gunn and Peter do not want to. Let's say their priority isn't Superman. Zaslav is gonna make it their priority in their plan. So and even when they was making this plan, they had to include Superman into it.
Yeah, I think that they're gonna include Superman. It's just who, because
and Cavill could get recasted. Who knows? I wouldn't care if he does. I wouldn't care, but he could get recasted. But we know Superman is a priority for sure.
yeah, that's a big priority, and I'm happy for that because we haven't gotten a Superman movie. When did Man of Steel come out?
2013.
2013. So I don't know, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 9 years.
Yeah, it's been a while. Let me finish this up. Multiple sources tell the Hollywood Reporter that Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman 3 is not moving forward and is considered dead in its current incarnation. I'm not tripping. Fine by me. This was expected. It was
Did you really expect
it was
this?
50. It was 50-50. It's either it's going to happen or it's not. It's 50-50.
You
Then
didn't think
besides,
Wonder Woman 3
anyways,
was gonna happen?
huh?
You didn't think it was gonna happen, or do you
It
think
was
it was?
50-50. I was 50-50. It's like it could happen, it may not happen, because like I say, the Flash movie is going to reboot regardless. So anything could happen with a reboot. When Hamado and them was in, a reboot was going to happen. Now that Gunn is in, a reboot is going to happen. The Flash movie, things are going to change regardless. I don't know what's going to
Yeah,
change
reboot was always
specifically,
gonna happen with the
but
Flash, but we never knew what kind of reboot because there's a
yeah,
soft
we don't know
reboot.
what kind. We don't know what kind, but changes are happening. That's why I said a lot of stuff is 50-50. Shazam 2 could have been the end for the Shazam franchise. Who knows? It could have been the end. Maybe they might do a third film under this new regime and it's just going to be soft rebooted into that universe. Who knows?
I have a feeling that if it's a full reboot, they're gonna reboot every. As much as I like the actors and actresses that portray the Shazam family, I do have a big, I do have a big indication they're probably going to be recasted if it's a full reboot, and it's gonna suck, like because like they're very perfect for those roles.
Yeah, and look, like I would feel bad, but like I say, with whatever reboot they're doing, because look, if they're going to use Jason, in a sense, they are doing a little soft reboot. They're not using Momoa as Aquaman, but they might use him as Lobo. It's not like they're completely
I,
getting rid of the actors. They're just about to play new roles and everything.
Different
So
interpretations or like
yeah, they're about to play new
Yeah,
roles.
exactly.
They can come back. You know.
yeah, like I can see like Jason Momoa as Lobo. He has that look. Like
Oh, he would have been. He should. Whenever we saw him in the first Justice League movie, I was like, this dude is literally Lobo. Like he was literally acting like Lobo, like all the Yahoo, like Yahoo. I'm like, bro, this is Lobo. This ain't Aquaman. This is Lobo. Aquaman don't go around saying Yahoo. You don't be doing that shit. That
Yeah,
was
you
like,
only said that in Justice League.
huh?
You only said that shit in Justice. You only like said that in Justice League, like Zack Snyder's version of it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he had that surfer bro thing going on. Aquaman, I get it. He swims in water, but he ain't no surfer bro.
different bro.
He's a very regal, type of character, and so he ain't no really, surfer bro. But uh as we get into this article more, just to talk real quick on the Aquaman and Lobo news. Um this I'm not sure if nobody remembers it, but it was either Jason Momoa or somebody said this was going to be his last time as Aquaman anyways, this second movie, because James Wan said he wasn't sure if they was going to do a 3 or not, because James Wan wants is this is his last Aquaman movie that he's doing. He might come back and do 3, but he always talked about how this is like kind of his last time doing Aquaman anyways.
Yeah, and like
Is there like story to tell in Aquaman 3? Like,
you
It might
probably
it may it I think, okay, if this news is true that Jason Momoa is gonna play Lobo, which I hope he does, because I don't want to be Aquaman no more.
yeah,
They're
and
about they're about to reboot him, honestly, and it blew my mind. But he was such a great villain in the movie. I think Patrick Wilson, the guy who played Orm,
yeah,
he would be perfect for Aquaman.
I do really like him as Orm.
He was like literally.
yeah, he was cool.
I like Aquaman the movie, but when I saw that movie come out and I saw Patrick Wilson as Orm, I'm like, that's your Aquaman right there, not Jason Momoa. But whatever.
Yeah, like and also like I remember hearing the news about Lobo, like because like he's a big fan of Lobo. Like I don't think there was ever any possibility that Jason Momoa was going to portray both Lobo and Aquaman. Because like I
Yeah,
think
that's
I
that's
think it
gonna
would
be
be
kind of tough to do,
that would be
depending.
very very weird also like I don't think an actor portrayed two characters but also like imagine like Lobo meets Aquaman in the DCU. Like that kind will be a little weird at the same time.
Well, and this is why I say this is where I do agree with you. I do agree because Jason Momoa, and I always said this about Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa is like, it's all good, Josh. Jason Momoa is like many actors. I would say he's like, like kind of like a Michael Cera, Jesse Eisenberg. Who's another actor I'm thinking about? Vin Diesel. Actors who play themselves. Jason Momoa is very much an actor who plays himself. Jason Momoa put very much of all of him into Aquaman, right? And how Jason Momoa acts, he literally acts like Lobo in real life. He's living, breathing Lobo, you know? And if you see him playing Lobo, let's say him and Aquaman do meet and they're acting the exact same, that's just gonna is not going to show a big difference in their characters, because Jason Momoa, I'm sorry, but his acting range is very limited. He's not strong enough to pull off playing Lobo and Aquaman at the same time, because they're both going to be the same.
Yeah,
they'll look different. They will look very different.
I will say one thing.
But let's see, you put them on screen. Let's say do a Justice League movie. You put them on screen together. You're not really going to be able to tell the difference based off how they act.
Yeah, like I will say one thing about this reboot thing. Like I know people are gonna see the Flash. It is I do think like, because if it's a full reboot, the Flash movies probably gonna show new actors and probably that. I will say it's probably going to piss a lot of people off at the end, and it's not gonna give no people closure. Like it's gonna hurt DC, but at the same time, it's gonna be better for the DCU.
Oh no, it won't give Snyder fans closure. It won't give them closure.
No.
I will be fine with it because I already know a reboot's incoming. Shit's happening, changes. Let's go. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, it's just like no one expected this news. It's like it was a bombshell.
Shit just dropped like out of thin air.
Yeah, like I was resting and then I wake up to this freaking news.
Yeah, and look, for me, majority of this, whether, and let me finish reading this, but once it gets to second paragraph, we'll talk about it more. Sources say that Jenkins recently submitted her treatment co-written with Jeff Johns and that Gunn and Safran, as well as Warner Brothers Pictures co-chairs and co-CEOs Michael DeLuca and Pam Abdi, broke the news to the filmmaker, telling her the project as it stood did not fit in with the new but still unfolding plans. Jenkins directed and co-wrote the previous two movies starring Gal Gadot and released in 2017 and 2020. No decision has been made about the next steps. And while costs are not a factor, insiders say that DC Studios will not have a overburdensome. What the fuck is that word? Overburdensome financial restrictions. The studio could end up saving tens of millions of dollars by not making a third installment. Go for it. Godot, according to sources, was on track for a $20 million payday for Wonder Woman 3, while Jenkins would have received $12 million. Those figures do not include any possible backed bonuses. Why are you so black? Why are you so Caucasian? MSK, if you want to join real quick, we're only going for the next 20 or so minutes. If you have time to hop in, come hop in, share your opinion real quick.
Dang, it's gonna be a short ass live. The fuck?
So, I mean, how do you guys feel about that? Them really not moving forward, mainly due to cost, which makes sense.
Like, I'm
fine with it.
Like, I'm a 50-50. Like, I didn't know if it was gonna be. I didn't know if it was gonna be bad. I wanted to see what it was gonna be like, but like at the same time, it does make sense. If it didn't fold into the plan that James Gunn is creating, then like that kind of makes sense. Like I don't know what the story was gonna be with the third movie, but if that story didn't fold into the plan that they're making, it makes sense why it kind of was canceled.
Yeah, and the movies, and look, let's say if they filmed the movie and put it out anyways, right? Right now, Gunn and Safran has not greenlit nothing. Right now, they're just overseeing what's going to come out. If they put out any more stuff that interferes with the plan and they have their plans getting ready to happen at the same time, that's going to be, it's not going to be very productive.
The plan
After Aquaman 2, everything for them begins.
Yeah.
Yo,
what's up?
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up?
I already talked to Kate out about this. I think it was past Saturday. There's a reason why they didn't announce anything past 2024. The movies that are coming out next year kind of just end this chapter, and then they're gonna just do their own thing.
Yeah,
that's why they haven't announced anything past Joker 2 doesn't count because that's not what they're touching.
That's not part of the DCU.
Yeah, they even say in this article they're not touching Matt Reeves shit either. So that stuff they're gonna leave that on their own.
Because Matt Reeves
how do you feel about
and all that stuff?
I have not seen this Mandalorian in a minute, bro.
That's good. Okay. It's actually a good thing more than you realize, because we can all agree that people's perception of these movies are like pretty bad. Not from the newest stuff. Like a lot of people like the newest stuff, like Aquaman, Shazam, the Suicide Squad. A lot of people like the newer stuff, but the first initial brunt of the movies like BVS and Man of Steel, or was it Suicide Squad? Divided. Even if you like those movies, the general audience didn't. A lot of people didn't like those movies, and they kind of tainted the brand
of that. Really liked it.
Those movies essentially tainted the brand of the franchise. So even if because Wonder Woman came out, and a lot of people liked Wonder Woman, a lot of people liked Aquaman, a lot of people liked Shazam. That doesn't matter at that point, because what's the saying in life? First impressions mean everything. First impressions mean a lot. Yeah. And then those first impressions for those three movies were very polarizing and not good, and they just tainted the brand. So them going with a full reboot makes a whole lot of sense, because there's just by Black Adam's numbers, just by the numbers, not the quality of film. I didn't hate Black Adam, obviously. Just by the numbers.
I didn't hate it. It's just that there were just some issues that I had with it, but I didn't think it was dog shit or anything.
You can tell the interest is not there because there's so many external factors. Everyone's playing. Black Adam wasn't watched because my mom didn't give me my allowance. My wife kept me in a cage. My job kept me overtime. No. People are just not interested in this universe anymore. The numbers show it. The interest is not there. Suicide Squad, you could probably call Suicide Squad an exception because Warner Brothers screwed that over. But outside of Suicide Squad, you go like a Birds of Prey. That didn't do too well. Wonder Woman 84 didn't do well. Shazam started the decline of the box office. The interest just isn't there anymore, and the only way to reinvigorate the interest is to start over. Like, it's kind of the only way to do it. Because how do you restart interest in something that already has a bad taste in its mouth?
Only go ahead, Arkham, you go.
Like, I agree. Like, not a lot of them. I think like you want to have that positive reception, and you also want to have the audience like the characters at the same time. I think like people can like BVS or like I think after BVS things started to get very divided with the structure, and then everything started to decline. Then they made like 2017 Justice League and whatever.
And that's when all the hell broke loose with that certain fandom.
Like, because
it's not just a fandom. It's like the DC brand got tainted, and it started going downhill. Now
that is true.
You can say some movies were a success, but like there is like a lot of damage towards the DC brand right now.
Yeah, you could look at it like the Transformer films. The Transformer films are successful, but do people talk about those Transformer films in a good way? Nobody talks about those films in a positive way. Like, I've very rarely seen anybody talk about those Transformer films in a positive light, even though they made money. So sometimes it's not just about making money. If you don't have positive word of mouth, it doesn't matter, because people said, well, BVS and Man of Steel and the first Suicide Squad movie made a lot of money. They only made a lot of money because that's when superhero movies were at, like, I guess, the peak of interest of a lot of people. They made money based off a benefit that came with the genre peaking in popularity.
No, this is why BVS did the money it did. It's our first time we see Batman and Superman together in a movie. That was the biggest thing, and it was.
Remember before that,
it was competing with Civil War. That was the biggest draw. Like it was lining them up to compete.
But before that, you had the Avengers, which came out and had heroes teaming up, and then BVS is a benefactor of heroes teaming up with the two most iconic characters of all time. So you have the box office even showed people's interest in these movies are big. $1 billion movies kept coming out, even if it wasn't $1 billion. It was like $800 million, which is really good.
Dude,
Yeah.
Batman Superman is like the first time we see the DC Trinity: Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I wanted to share my screen. So this will be a thing that I want to show people here. So whenever you see stuff like this, that means something is happening. She literally posted this, was it a day ago? It was yesterday, on my birthday yesterday. She said, a few years ago, it was announced that I was going to play Wonder Woman. I've been so grateful for the opportunity to play such an incredible, iconic character. And more than anything, I'm grateful for you, the fans. Can't wait to share her next chapter with you. That automatically means shit was going to get rebooted. She basically put it out there. She put this out there yesterday. She knew she wasn't going to get a Wonder Woman 3. If you ever
I saw
see something
this.
like
I
this,
didn't know that it was going to be
happening.
part of a reboot, though.
I've seen this based off my experience.
Yeah,
with
I saw
esports.
this. I actually thought, I didn't interpret that she wasn't gonna be Wonder Woman. I interpreted, oh, maybe she's gonna be in the further of the DCU, but no, I was wrong.
I think she will be Wonder Woman. Like she says right here,
like,
can't
I
wait
mean,
to share her next chapter with you.
this,
I don't know if that means her or the character. I think she'll still be a part of it.
She's talking about the character.
I highly doubt she's going to get recasted.
If she gets recasted, we know certain people will not be liking that. But whenever you see something like this, that automatically screams red flags, because it happens a lot in esports too, where players will talk this weird cryptic shit, and you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound good. Because Wonder Woman 3, that treatment was finished like months ago, but nothing ever came of it. Like that treatment was finished months ago.
Bro,
It was announced months ago.
like I hope Gal Gadot does get recasted. Like,
why?
First of all, Gal Gadot cannot act, bro. Like I'm sorry, bro. Like I'm honestly tired of people just making excuses, because Gal Gadot just cannot act, bro. Like she's a terrible actress.
Whoa.
If you put her with a right director, with a good director can make someone act. A good director can turn.
So you
like,
can be
in the first
Superman,
Wonder Woman movie.
James Cameron directed you.
First Wonder Woman movie, BBS, and even Justice League. She was good in those. She was like, I liked her. It literally depends on the director, right? Now look, I don't know why Zack Snyder ever casted her, because we know why.
It's how the character's written. Also, it's like I think she can act. It's just how, like, it's the same thing with certain characters. Like say like I don't know, like say Star Wars for instance and stuff like that. Certain characters weren't written well. If you write a character good, you can act good.
Bro, in 1984, Wonder Woman was basically portrayed as an incel and a rapist, bro. I don't want to fucking see that shit.
Oh, God!
Hey.
Back to the article.
She didn't rape anybody, guys. She didn't rape anybody.
Hey.
Relax.
Hey,
willingly raped them.
Bro, no, first, dude, Diana literally knew what she was doing with that guy, bro. Come on, now.
Bro. That guy wasn't complaining though. He was like, man, my cock went all in her mouth.
And let's make this clear, that was Steve's body at that point, so Steve consented.
Do you think she did doggy style or she did missionary?
Man,
dog, chill, bro.
She hopped like a jackrabbit on that shit.
Would you make eye contact with her if you were
all right, let's get back to the article.
Oh,
real quick. Let's relax. Let me read some more of the article. Good points everybody's making so far. It is unclear how any future Wonder Woman movie and Gadot's portrayal of the hero would fit into the new DC plan. In a bit of a head-scratching timing, Gadot tweeted out of the blue a thank you to the fans on Tuesday, saying she was grateful to be allowed to play the heroine and role model, adding, "Can't wait to share her next chapter with you." It was unclear whether or not the actress knew the project was being toe-tagged. She knew. The rest of the DC slate remains in flux, or at least being kept deep in a pocket of Gunn's own utility belt. There are several rumors and possible scenarios to consider ahead of next week's meeting. So just to catch up, everybody, the meeting is next week for James Gunn and Peter Safran to present their plan to David Zaslav.
Yeah, that is just being talked about over on Twitter, that Caden and KC were just hosting. So yeah, I'm all caught up on that now. So yeah, what's up with that,
bro? Is anyone like good at math, bro? I need to like get some cheat codes and shit.
Bro, black people can barely read. I ain't good at that shit.
The first which builds on the shuttering of Jenkins' Wonder Woman 3 is the closing curtain of the Snyderverse and the heroes cast by filmmaker Zack Snyder for his Justice League. This one sees the shutting down of Man of Steel 2 with a returning Henry Cavill and having no more Aquaman fronted by Jason Momoa. Now look, like I say, the Man of Steel 2 thing, right? They're correct. No Man of Steel 2 is happening. They're not making a sequel to Man of Steel 1. They're going to make a new rebooted Superman movie, hopefully like a Superman Man of Tomorrow.
Okay.
They're making a new Superman movie. They're going to reboot Superman. They're not doing a Man of Steel 2, but that doesn't make any sense to do. Like, because it's part of this previous universe, and they're trying to move on. Why would they make a sequel to that 2013 movie?
Also, remember, Jason Momoa was hinting at him playing Lobo. He said, I don't know, a bunch of Lobo comic books. I mean, and then it comes out that he's probably not playing Aquaman anymore. These guys were dropping hints. It's not no Snyderverse turkey shit. They're legitimately dropping hits.
What's up, Raya? Yeah, I mean, look, and
bro, Raya, I'm blocking on your channel, bro.
Why you blocked, bro? Why you blocked on Raya's channel?
Yeah, I don't know. Dude, dude, someone in my chat, I don't know. It's like some douchebag in fucking Raya's chat unblocked me. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? No dumbass.
Yeah. Oh wait, by the way, guys. Did you guys hear that there could be a rumor coming out on Jason Momoa possibly announcing that he will be playing Lobo or something, or like
probably won't be happening until that meeting or after the meeting.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So
I don't think
a week after.
I don't think we will get. I think we'll get clarification with everything. Oh, I guess like I don't know. Like I don't know if they're gonna live stream to me. I don't know. But like
no, it's a private meeting. It's not.
Yeah, it's going to be private.
It's gonna be a sex meeting.
I think all the information and concerns to people will come out after that meeting, and like James Gunn will clarify a lot of things.
Do you know what's gonna happen?
I mean, personally, I'm hoping this is what I hope, because I'm kind of tired of leaks with these comic movies. I hope nothing gets leaked. This is what I need for Gunn, Safran, and Zaslav, because they're the ones who has the plan. The only people are gonna know about this plan is if they tell people what the plan is.
So if anyone is out there telling you they know shit about contracts, and they're lying to you,
Mikey Sutton.
I want the three of them to keep this airtight. Like, still inform people, but don't reveal like, oh, this is the whole slate, or this is because I don't want the whole slate to get leaked. I want to be surprised.
Yeah, just like a few projects is fine. To get the interested. Like if Gal Gadot wants to keep her job, she can get on her knees for David Zaslav. I mean.
Hey, bro. Shit.
That's gonna keep her job. I mean, I don't know.
Bro, you're gonna have Gal Gadot pulling a Harvey Weinstein, bro. Stop it.
Holy shit! Oh wow. Okay. Hello.
Damn, bro.
Well, I mean, we can look at it this way. A fresh restart is good. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you look at the DCU, I mean, there are so many like projects. You got director's cuts, like the Snyder cut. You got like Warner Brothers continuing on with what they did 2017. You got all this other stuff going on. So it's like it's kind of a good idea to just reboot.
Yeah, bro. The only project I want is like bro. First of all, I just want to see like a solo Ben Affleck like fucking Batman movie, bro. I want to see.
Thank you. Yes, that is what I've wanted to see for a long time.
We can cast. We can go to Arkham's place. We can film him in a Batman suit.
That's our Batfleck movie.
We're getting a Batfleck movie. Arkham, you gonna be my Batman?
What?
I'm gonna direct your sex scenes. I'm gonna make you stroke good.
Wait, no, like, bro, who's bro, MGK? Are you gonna be like Selena Kyle, bro?
K-Dot can be Selena Kyle in this movie. He can wear a thong and everything. He can pound my cheeks up.
MSK, no, bro, you're turning this into a whole weird fuck that thing.
My bad.
That's why MSK doesn't direct movies. The first, which builds on the shuttering of Jenkins' Wonder Woman 3, is the closing curtain of the Snyderverse and heroes cast by filmmaker Zack Snyder and for his Justice League. This one sees the shutting down of Man of Steel 2 with the returning Henry Cavill and having no more Aquaman fronted by Jason Momoa. These characters are the cameo in The Flash, a highly anticipated time travel adventure movie that is due to release June 16th. Cavill shot his part of the cameo in September. Now, that was rumored. That was real quick, Friday. Don't want to derail. That was rumored. So I don't know if he did film anything. That is still rumored. don't know how much that is confirmed. Someone did say Cavill was on set, but that's probably a rumor.
I remember what that was.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
He had the two cameo appearances on his contract. They were either going to pay him out of one of them, or he just appears in them both. They must be talking about that.
It might just be that. Maybe he used one of them for Black Adam and used the other one for this to grab whatever extra money he can, and I'm out. But
I would do the same thing, so I don't blame him.
But sources say there is a debate inside the studio as whether or not to keep the cameo, and if its inclusion promises something that studio would have no plans on delivering. A Warner's insider cautions that no plans have been finalized and that the Flash remains an unlocked picture. So Flash is pretty much set to go.
Yeah.
If any reshoots are going to happen, I doubt they're going to happen now. And if they do happen, they'll be super minor because the film is due in June and it's December now.
The homeless scoopers told me the Flash movie had massive reshoots.
Oh God! Well, hey, I'll tell you right now, Mikey Sutton's probably one of the biggest in charge of that whole lies.
This is what I think is gonna happen. Like, no matter what happens in the Flash or Michael Keaton's in there, that's the DC EU. That's the DCU. I think it's like, remember when you had that Fox kind of X-Men kind of universe?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a similar situation where you're done with after Aquaman's done, and he just starts a complete new. It's the new DCU, and like start fresh.
Right, but
something like that.
They should have gave us a white Black Panther and Black Panther 2.
That'd be fine.
Whoa.
Hey man, we have a white guy that leads Black Panther right now. I mean, but
my God,
look at it this way. The Flash movie will most likely end off in a way where that universe is just finished, and what they're gonna do after Blue Beetle. I think that's the last one that dropped is Blue Beetle, right?
Yeah.
After that drops,
So
whatever next is gonna be just a new universe. That's it.
Aquaman 2 is the last one. The last one's released in 2023. So yeah, after Aquaman 2 is done.
Yeah, that chapter is just done. I think whatever movie that they start off with, that's just going to be something completely new. Because he even check out the E in the DCEU. He doesn't even want to be called that.
Yeah, DCU.
Yeah.
And like if Flash is, like I said, MSK pretty much said what I said. Flash is going to end in a way where it's not going to answer everything, but it's going to end in a way where stuff is obviously going to be changed, right? Yeah. So regardless of whatever they put out, they can still move on from after that change, because the Flash movie is going to mark a reboot, regardless of anything. So
it's going to mark a reboot, no matter what.
Whatever they do after is totally fine. One thing I know for sure: Peacemaker's coming over. That Suicide Squad. James Gunn is keeping his stuff. His stuff is coming over. So that's
absolutely.
That stuff is definitely coming. That's why I say stuff is soft rebooting. It's not hard rebooting.
And we're gonna get the Flash movie also.
Soft rebooting.
And we're also getting another Flash movie with Eddie Muschietti also.
You know what's also gonna be super funny is that Henry Cavill quit his job at The Witcher to come back as Superman, just not to be Superman. That'd be actually hilarious.
Dude, if that is actually the case, that would be sad. I would feel bad for him. I'd be like, oh man.
I kind of
because Henry Cavill is this generation's Superman. Like,
he could go work with Gina Carano at the Daily Wire. He used to date her, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, that is true, bro. If Henry,
I know. They're gonna go hook up and just do a little beep beep, and then it's good.
I do feel bad if that actually what happens, and it's like. I kind of feel bad if that was the case. Like, he should have just stayed with The Witcher, to be honest.
Bro, if Henry Cavill like actually done a Superman, then let me reframe myself. I'm fucking retarded. First of all, if Henry Cavill's actually done a Superman, then what was the point at that Black Adam cameo?
Yeah, like
it literally
there would be no point then.
It was Dwayne Johnson. It was Dwayne Johnson's way of like showing interest in his character. So if the movie had been successful, he could have also leaned it on Henry Cavill, mostly having negotiation power. So he was trying really hard to make that cameo scene happen because he thought, movie was going to make a good amount of money. And he thought Henry Cavill was this generation Superman. You got to factor in what we see on the internet is just a kind of a small sample of what is actually going on. People, I don't think, really like him that much as Superman. Remember, those movies that Zack made he was a main part of them. People don't really like a Superman all that much, though. I
they didn't. I didn't look.
Well, I mean, the thing
his Superman didn't get people to come turn up at Black Adam. So I say it's really there's vocal interest on the internet about his Superman. I went to go support Black Adam. I saw the movie 3 times, right?
Yeah.
Now, his Superman was in the movie, right? And it was pretty much leaked. And Rock spoiled it before the movie came out.
Yeah.
People, I agree with MSK. Nobody don't care about Cavill and Superman that much. They really don't care. If they really did care, they would have went in there, supported Black Adam.
He was spoiled
that,
it by himself.
Want more Superman. We want more
actively Superman. Went and spoiled it himself. And people, it's something in life where a lot of younger people on Twitter don't understand this. So it's what's the saying when you get older? Bullshit talks, money walks, something like that. Money talks, bullshit walks.
I've heard of that saying. I've heard of it.
What it means is like people are very quick to say they're gonna support something, but then when it's actually presented to do it, they don't. Because a lot of people claim to like Henry Cavill Superman as much as they do. Why don't they go watch the movie? Because the numbers would show that they're interested in the movie, But people don't because they just want to not virtue signaling. It's just people are just bullshit artists. They say they're gonna do something, but they don't. Like even when you talk about Black Adam, how many people really mention Henry Cavill's cameo? Like they're mostly mentioning about Dr. Fate. I'm just being honest.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Pierce Brosnan nailed it as Dr. Fate.
Man or Black Adam.
Did the Black Adam movie disappoint me more than my? No.
Whoa.
I mean, maybe Hawkman's my dad. There's more interest in Hawkman and how he was portrayed than Cavill's cameo.
Bro, the Black Adam movie disappointed me more than that disappointed my parents on a daily basis. Bro.
I didn't have a dad because I'm black, so I don't really have to watch.
Gosh, MSK. See, this man gets canceled. All right, let me finish up this article. As Warner insiders cautions that no plans have been finalized and the Flash remains an unlocked picture, the Cavill situation is a more than look. I already read that. Damn, this article long as shit.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. It's the Hollywood Reporter. I mean,
did they mention anything in here about Snyderverse being dead? They already said Snyderverse is dead.
Yeah, there's actually something. There's actually a lot in there. I covered it already in a video.
That's a long ass article. I don't really like reading it. I only got like.
Why don't you just do over? Okay, you could go over the cliff notes. That's what I sometimes do.
Bro, NGK, bro. Wait, when you getting that fresh fade, my guy?
Is it Tuesday?
Wait, when you getting that fresh fade, my guy?
What?
Fresh fame.
Oh, you said MSK. I thought you said MGK.
I was gonna say I can barely afford rent. Haircuts? Oh God, fuck that. Oh,
bro, the average haircut is like 20 to 30, bro. You tell me you can't pay that?
I'm trying to have a girl do it, and we have sex right on her floor. That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh damn!
Ask the girl to line you up. She know how to braid. She better not do a lineup.
I'm a burn her house.
She gonna put.
I'm just saying. If a girl can braid, she better at least know how to line up some hair.
So here's all the cliff notes.
You always can cut your hair yourself.
Yeah, I don't want to do that because I'll be looking like that dude in the Justin Bieber music video. That fucking Sean Kingston guy. So here's the cliff notes. Wonder Woman 3 not moving forward. Black Adam 2 unlikely. Man of Steel 2 up in the air. Aquaman could be Jason Momoa's swan song.
Yeah, I mean, Man of Steel 2, that's not happening. A Superman movie is happening, but it's going to be a reboot, new take, a new origin where he doesn't let a tornado kill his dad. It's going to be
if Dwayne Johnson wants a Black Adam 2, he can get on his knees for James Gunn. He can do that. I mean, or maybe his ex-wife can.
Black Adam 2 would happen either way, man.
Not gonna lie. Hey, The Rock, your ex-wife is pretty hot, and you can slide her my number if you want to. Warner Brothers Discovery was actively meeting with writers of a Man of Steel sequel, with Andy Muschietti expressing his interest in directing a version with tone similar to the Richard Donner films. So there actually was a Man of Steel 2 in development, but people did point out that the trades never reported of him having a contract, or they never really when it was he's definitively Superman. Cavill just announced that himself. Maybe that was his leverage of being okay, just to show interest. I don't know how far interest goes on the internet. I don't know why studios value that so much, but I don't know. The Flash cameo.
It's all about money.
Gone. It's pretty much that. And the Jason Momoa stuff. There was a little part there that people did say that about the Snyderverse, and they were probably going to explore a possibility of a movie with his characters again. In fact, these are possible desires. They were never concretely going to happen, though. It's maybe I want to paint my house. I might do it. I have a desire to do it, but will I do it? I don't know.
There's big shifts that happen with DC, and I think it's in a good way. The animation department with DC is going to Amazon. that's going to Amazon. Amazon's taking over the animation. Then you have the live action stuff. They're not touching the Batman stuff. You're having the Elseworld stuff. The DCU, they're making major changes to fit the plan with James Gunn and everything like that. Like, I think like there's upsides and like there's very good sides of this because like with the animation thing, I think that's also good because we can get more animated. Like you can get Wonder Woman animated series, you can get this, that. Like you can make if have you ever watched Invincible?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I love Invincible. Yeah.
DC because Amazon has now DC is paired with Amazon now. You can make a more violent kind of stuff with DC animation now. I think you have more possibilities now with DC because of these shifts happening. Not just with animation, but like we don't know what's gonna happen. Like the live action, like there's a lot of possibilities that can happen now that we didn't have.
Real quick, in Arkham, you forgot to mention it because Gunn did mention it. We only got about 5-6-ish minutes left. How do you guys feel about James Gunn including video game movies?
Oh, video games! I forgot that.
Dude, I love the fact how I'm just casually doing my math on while just listening to you guys. This is
this is my worry. This is my worry, right?
You go ahead, Doc. You go.
We're about to get a. I want some DC games. I want DC games.
Yeah,
but I never liked video game movies. The only good video game movie that ever came out was Spider-Man 2. That's the only good one.
Yeah.
Like video game movies. The only good one was Spider-Man 2. The rest was shit, except for the Incredible Hulk game. That one,
but they were also specific.
Oh no, and the X-Men Origins Wolverine game.
That was good. I never played that.
But don't forget, he didn't. Even with the animation and like TV shows, it's not it's not gonna be every video game. They're not gonna make every DC video game tied to the DC. No, that's
exactly. It's not gonna be every single one. They're just gonna do the ones that
they want to.
Yeah.
I don't need one tie-in movie games. I feel like they should just keep the game separate.
Like I agree, but it is what it is.
Because honestly, I feel like that's
I would just keep video games separate.
That's just gonna mess with continuity.
I think video games should just be separate. Animation, TV, movies are fine together.
Trust me, that's going to fuck up continuity so much.
Oh, here's what someone asked about the Justice League sequel. Here was it right here. WB's current management team, Michael DeLuca and Pamela Adby, did desire one more go-around of the Snyderverse heroes.
Yes, I saw this too.
Fat L. That'd been a fat L. Possibly even having another Justice League movie. Possibly. Nothing that was actually concretely going to happen. Remember, possibly. Like I possibly was going to have a dad. Not happening. Those actors before Gunn and Safran were named as the new DC studio heads. Remember, this is all a possibility that was going to happen, but it never did.
Yeah, it was just a possibility. Like they were thinking about it, but it wasn't really confirmed.
Because they were like, wait a minute, bringing Zack Snyder back probably was going to be not very, very good.
Well, I mean, if they brought back Zack Snyder, then I mean, you never know. Certain things could happen.
His entire Snyder was like barely made profit. So, what really makes you think they're going to bring him back?
Yeah. I didn't want Zach to come back anyways, regardless if people liked him or not. He was part of the reason DC started where it got stuck at where it got stuck at. Warner Brothers, Zack Snyder, all of them involved in putting DC where it was at, you know. It's not just one person, it's not just this person over here, it's all of them collectively. The biggest problem, and I do not know, and this still blows my mind, how they was still working with each other and they didn't agree. Like Warner Brothers had one plan, Zack Snyder had another plan. Why are you working together? Like that blew my mind when because Zack Snyder knew Warner Brothers wanted a universe. But he's like, I just want to do a 5-movie plan. They want a universe.
Like, he was just trying to like
reboot it anyways after with Flash.
So it was supposed to be like after the Flash movie, it was supposed to be like he was supposed to build a bigger universe for like other people to do a bunch of other things.
It was gonna be a soft. He was gonna Flashpoint it so people can do their own stuff. But then I was like,
why is it stinking here, bro?
So,
yeah, it's one of these things where I don't know. There's a lot of different.
I think the problem was like I'm not blaming anyone, but like I think Warner Brothers in the beginning, like when you were, I think it didn't start off a good start because like the whole plan was to Zack Snyder wanted they want
yeah, that's possible.
Zack Snyder wanted to do a 5-part plan, and I think that's what was the issue that started to make the problems. Because like after like Justice League 3, like they do Flashpoint and everything like that, and they basically start over.
Yeah, that was thinking short term, not really thinking long term. Because okay, let's say
like make it long term. Keep it.
I think it was both.
So soon.
Let's say he did his 5-movie arc. Sometimes, every franchise doesn't need like 10 or 50 movies tied to it. Some movies, we've seen a Nolan trilogy get done in 3. But the intention was to build out a massive universe. Starting from Man of Steel to end at Justice League 2 or 3 or whatever it was going to be.
Yeah,
that's just thinking short term. And if you're going to soft reboot that, right? You soft reboot that, Flashpoint it, and make it as if it doesn't even matter. Then what was the point in doing those previous movies if you just want to soft reboot them? That's soft reboot. They don't matter. It's just like in the comics, right? Just like in the comics. Where they at right now? Rebirth.
What?
Where they in the comics right now? Rebirth.
I think so. Yeah.
Infinite Frontier.
Infinite Frontier. Okay. Let me ask. How much does the DC catalog from like pre-Flashpoint matter to now? Honestly. It happened like pre-Flashpoint, everything before Flashpoint. How much does that continuity matter to today?
It still matters. It still has an impact within the universe because like
on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you say how big the impact is? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, like 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest.
I would say at least 8.
8, okay.
Because like here's the thing, like within this new one, that they're going back to the events of like what happened with Crisis and everything like that, and things are getting connected. So things still go connected and affect the events with it, what happens to previous stories within the comic book still.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Arkham. That's true. I mean, you never know.
I think there's Warner Brothers wanted one thing, Zach wanted another thing, and
it just wasn't very good. Like I think
it wasn't a very good negotiation.
Yeah, I'd imagine that their plans were like, "Hey, can you do this? Yeah, I can. Okay, cool." I'm pretty sure that's all it was. Because that older regime, those people are stupid. These are the same people that invested into the CW that has never made money since 2006.
Oh yeah. Weird, cringy shows like Batwoman that made me want to vomit and just made me want to
dude. Anytime like the CW makes $1, they make like negative $2 back.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was.
That's how bad it was, bro.
They also spent more money than more other bigger networks that brought in more viewers. So CW's average show was getting like, I don't know, 10,000 viewers, which is bad.
I would say it's both their fault. Of like, it's both. Like you had miscommunication. Like I think Warner Brothers wasn't as clear. They didn't tell him. They probably didn't even tell Zack Snyder what they freaking wanted, and they probably just told him make extended universe, but they didn't tell probably what scale. I think that's like the issue. Like at the end of the day, we'll see how the reboot goes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens though. I mean, I'm giving James Gunn a shot, but I mean, like if there are some little bumps that go on, then I'm gonna start getting a little worried.
What is going on with Josh?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. I'm hearing a lot of shit over.
Yeah, Josh, are you getting blown? You got to mute your mic.
bro. I ain't doing nothing. I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas talk about.
Josh, do you have strippers with you, or?
I wish.
It's like your mic is literally underwater.
He's actually doing Aquaman right
Did
now.
Namor abduct you?
No,
It does kind
it's not Namor. It's a cuckoo.
Oh yeah,
Hey, it's Ku Klux Klan, bro.
His enemies call him Momoa.
Yeah.
Namur.
Yeah.
Wait, Namur. Wait, hold on. How do you say that?
Now you guys still like
This is the thing though. Patty Jenkins had to know that after directing 84 that she probably wasn't gonna get the third movie. Like
well, I mean 84 flopped drastically, so I mean
I got it. Okay, never mind.
Now look, in the case of, and it's for both of them, right? Taking out quality or not, who's that idiot? Jason Collar. He fucked over Wonder Woman 84 and Suicide Squad regardless, doing the same day release shit without telling anybody before he did it. So he sent all that 2021 slate besides Godzilla versus Kong to their doom. You can't have a movie in theaters and on streaming at the same time and expect it to make big money. It's not.
Yeah, it was a terrible idea, bro. That's the same thing that happened to like Dune. I think like in late 2021.
Well, I mean, Dune was just kind of boring. I mean,
yeah, it was
bro,
boring.
The movie was like I think it was like 2 hours and 35 minutes, bro. I legit fell asleep like at the 30-minute mark, bro. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Remember how when that movie came out? Remember how the movie came out? Everyone was being like, "Yeah, it's really, really good," and it's like, "Well, can you name me a character for the movie?" No. What? Name me a character for the movie that's really good. You are a retard. Like, I'm sorry, you stupid motherfucker.
That is Dune. Real quick, one more minute, then we gotta end it. Dune's the first movie I watched where I fell asleep at the same part 5 times in a row. I literally tried to watch it. I literally tried to watch it in one day, and I kept falling asleep at the same part every single time.
Bro.
Every single time. And I just decided I'm gonna go to sleep and I'll watch this the next day. I kept on falling asleep. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh
this
my god.
Dude, bro, for the only like I know Denis Villeneuve can make good movies like Prisoners and Blade Runner like 2049 is a really good movie, bro.
Yeah.
But Dune was Dune was just awful, bro.
Last year, me and Kate, I went to the same stream. Someone was capping like, "Yeah, Denis Villeneuve, he makes cinema because it's really intricately made. It's not the MCU stuff." We're gonna turn on like, "Shut the fuck up! You sound like a fucking idiot." It was like, there's this dude who was foaming at the mouth talking about Dune and shit.
Wait, he was foaming?
He was foaming at the mouth, dude. He was like, "Oh, Dune is so good. It's cinema. It's better than the like MCU and DCU stuff." We're like, "Shut the fuck up! You sound like a fucking
what?
idiot."
Wait, hold on.
He's one of those like pure cinema is where it's like it's not superhero stuff. He thinks it's like cinema or some shit, absolute cringe shit right there.
Oh yeah. Basically, it's someone who just doesn't have a brain.
Yeah, it's like we're sitting there like, dude, you name us what the movie's about? It was so good because he actually took time to make cinema. We're like, you sound like an actual retard. Go suck his cock off.
I don't even know what he's talking about, but
wait,
I don't know.
Wait, K-Dot, is my mic moving like right now?
You're good now.
You're good.
Oh, okay, never mind. Because like, bro, this fucking dumbass phone, bro. I swear to fucking God, bro.
Oh, remember, you can always mute and hear us, and you can unmute and then
No, like when I'm mute, I can still hear, but like it's moving like when I'm not talking. That's the thing.
That's weird.
So real quick, we should end it on this. Final predictions. If they do reboot, which they're going to do,
yeah,
I have a strong feeling that they might use Matt Reeves, the Batman universe, as a new home.
Oh, please don't.
Do what?
I have a strong feeling they can just use that and continue and just work from there. It's new, it's fresh. You can still finish off Matt Reeves' Batman trilogy before
finish it off, man. Let that be
Justice League. Not like literally continue it in Matt Reeves' universe.
Yeah, man.
Because look, Matt Reeves can still get his movie. But it's not to say that Gunn and them cannot just use the rest of the universe. He'll still get his 3 movies.
Oh yeah.
It's not say that they can't use the rest of the universe though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro,
exactly.
Honestly, I really thought the Joker and the Batman were gonna be connected. Bro, the ending of Joker, like that was a perfect setup for Batman in the universe. But turns out, yeah, they're not connected. I'm like,
I wish they was. I wish they was, but then you have to consider in Joker, that movie takes place in what, 70s or the 80s. So
yeah, that is true.
His Joker's gonna be too a little, you know,
way too old.
He's gonna be too old for Bruce.
No, but imagine if like Pattinson's Batman met Joaquin Phoenix's Joker in the asylum instead of Barry Keoghan. Like Joker would technically be like 70 to 80 years old. Like
like that wouldn't make a lot of sense, man. That would just be like, what?
You're gonna see Batman beating up an old man Joker, bro.
If we get
beating him up,
a leaked sex tape of Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot before this universe is done, I'm happy with that.
Shit!
Yeah. Wild, and now he's gonna get us canceled.
Ben Affleck, he got a 10-inch dick. He had such a hard day.
Any last MSK last predictions? Arkham, any last predictions on where you think they're going to place it?
I mean, I already told you this, dude. I told you that it was most likely looking like they were going to reboot when they announced literally no movies past what this universe has to offer coming up next year. Like the signs were all there. I mean, if your actors going out on Twitter and being like, "Hey, I thank you guys for all the support over the years. Can't wait to do the next chapter with you." The red flags are there. I mean, it's not no Zack Snyder turkey shit. It's actual people coming and be like, I'm not gonna be here, you know. And she said her chapter, so maybe Gal Gadot's not gonna be part of that. Gal is someone I would probably. It depends if you want to take her.
Bro, I gotta get this man Ninja on my stream, bro.
School, lady, because they're taking Gal Gadot back. You would just make her act a bit better. Just saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Just give her. You need to find her a solid director, and she can do what she needs.
Bro. Gal Gadot needs some thickness on her, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with Gal Gadot, but yeah,
and preferably, you know, real quick.
Don't jump the gun yet with Gal Gadot because it's unpredictable with what's going to be going on. So.
Yeah, I don't want to jump.
Okay, that's have to go now. I have to finish my homework.
All right, it's all good.
All right, see you.
If they do recast Wonder Woman, real quick, I want our next Wonder Woman to kind of like this. Because, you know, Gal Gadot, she's pretty. I'm not taking away that. She's pretty, but there's so much better we can get. Hold on. I'm trying to find the person.
So you want the next Wonder Woman to be as hot as Zoe Kravitz?
Hey, I'm open to suggestions, bro.
Like if they did recast, because most likely all these guys are going to get recasted. Most likely, I'll be surprised if only one of them is kept. So that now you got to factor in who you're going to recast them all with, because they're clean and slate on this shit.
Yeah, so I mean, it's very unpredictable who they're going to recast. I mean, are they going to recast Ben Affleck's Batman? Are they going to recast Henry Cavill's Superman? Are they really going to recast Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman? Like, it's very unpredictable. I mean, we all know that Ezra Miller is going to be recasted. And
Ezra Miller's gone, bro.
Oh yeah, Ezra Miller's gone after The Flash.
But he's a great guy. He is a great upstanding citizen who doesn't hurt anybody at all.
Don't believe everything you hear. If that's what something that Mikey says, he's full of crap.
Bro, Angie Kid, bro. First of all, if they like ever made a freaking like a documentary, like a 10-episode series like Dahmer, bro, they should cast Ezra Miller as Richie Ramirez, bro.
All right, now if we get, you know, Wonder Woman recasted, I'm just saying we need to have a Wonder Woman with this is why I envision is like the perfect comic book body in real life. And I'm not saying Gal Gadot don't got it. But she's just like Josh said, she's kind of on the small side. She's cute, but she's small. You know,
she'll say the type of girl.
I need something like this.
Whoa,
I need our Wonder Woman to have a body like this, preferably. Bro, not saying that Gal Gadot isn't. She looks great.
What's her ad on Instagram?
Oh, I'll put it in.
Bro. Oh, damn. You want to hit her up or?
I might like later on today.
You know, this is kind of what I want for a Wonder Woman moving forward, like someone that looks like this, because this is like this is Wonder Woman like body right here. You know, she's not too muscular. She's pretty fit, but you know, big old thighs. Like that's a Wonder Woman body. I'm not saying make her Wonder Woman, but there's a tons of women
she's black
like this.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah, Ms. K, we know you don't F with that. You know, we do, but you don't.
Bro,
I can kind of understand the race swapping, but I mean, there are some points in time where it's just like.
But you know, you can easily find an actor that can get a body like that. Like,
this man MGK hated Black Panther Wakanda forever, bro.
Yeah. All right, you guys, that's the stream. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you, Josh, MSK, and Dark.
Yes. No problem, Dots. No problem, bro.
Oh, real quick, MSK season finale for Stargirls tonight. I'll be reviewing it. Stuff. All right, freak MSK. All right, you guys, everybody go ahead and end this stream. Catch y'all later. Deuces.
All right, see ya, y'all.